Hi, this is Steve Hirschler with Coldwell Banker, the Tim Wood Group in Big Bear Lake. Today I just wanted to talk to you about how sellers respond to verbal offers versus written contract. Sellers respond better to actions than to words. And recently I've had a lot of my listings have calls from buyers or from agents representing buyers interested in knowing if we get any offers on a property. I've even had my own buyers do this, where they call and they say, I like that one, Steve, but let me know if anything happens with it. Well, I want to tell everyone that's a mistake. I want to remind everyone that a rule that applies to a lot of things in life applies to real estate also. Actions speak louder than words, and real estate is a contract type of business. Real estate negotiations are similar to a chess game. Each player takes a turn and makes a completed move before the other player will make a move. And the game doesn't really begin until someone writes a contract, okay? Asking a listing agent or even your buyer's agent to let you know if a home gets an offer is a bad idea. This will most likely result in a higher price paid by you, the buyer, and can potentially lose or cost the seller a real buyer. If an agent calls me to see if any offers are on a property, I will respond with an honest answer as of the status of the property at the time. And once I have a buyer's offer presented and it's a reasonable offer, I will likely close that deal if I can for the seller, because that's what my job is to represent the seller or the buyer to the best of my ability. And I don't think it's always in the seller's best interest to shop an offer if they've got a reasonable offer on the table. That might irritate the buyer that wrote the offer when there was no offers on the property. If they wrote a reasonable offer and it's within a negotiation, then I think the seller should try to close that deal and get their home sold. So, is there any exceptions to that? I mean, absolutely. If someone writes a unreasonable or low offer on one of my properties, and I have other buyers that have told me in the past that they would be willing to pay a specific price for the property, and we didn't think that was strong enough, but it's well over the lowball offer, then obviously I'm going to call those people and try to get them to step up to a price that the seller will negotiate, okay? But in closing, I'd just like to remind everyone that, verbal commitments from buyers in real estate are not worth much, okay? If you want to write an offer on a property, I would remind you to write it strong enough so that you don't have the listing agent shopping your offer, okay? Write the offer strong enough to where the seller will take you seriously and want to put the deal together with you instead of trying to find someone else that'll do a better deal with them, okay? So, when you find a property that fits the needs for your family, has a feel of the mountain home that you're looking for, has a location that you love, put in your best offer. Put in your best offer, and get a seller to say, gee, this is a great offer. I think I'll accept this offer, instead of trying to fish for the seller that's the most motivated that doesn't necessarily have the best house. Sellers are motivated over usually either distress, or they're motivated because they've got a plan with what they want to do with the money that comes out of the house. And so, finding a seller that is motivated is great, but finding a home that fits you and your family is the number one goal. And so once you find that home, again, write an offer that's within reason. Most homes in Big Bear are selling within 95% of the list price. So, these offers that are coming in at 25 and 30% under list, that's fine if the house is overpriced by that much. But if the house is the best deal you see after you go out and look at a number of homes with your real estate agent, I suggest that you act quickly, because the nicest homes are going to be purchased and they're going to sell, and especially the ones that are priced correctly. So anyway, if you need any assistance in the real estate market here in Big Bear, just feel free to give me a call. Thanks.